where I really enjoy hearing from you guys. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Stove Videocast. Here we have our second episode of the Phillies Hot Stove Hotline. So I'm going to be allowing people to call my hotline number and leave a voicemail, and you actually have an opportunity to be on this show. So I'm really excited to get into this second video. Now, guys, before I get into this video, please subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get this. Yeah, this is going to be the second video of this now. I really enjoyed the first one. I really like hearing from you guys, like I said. Now, if you're interested in this, you can call 267-225-3392. So you could find that in the description section if you had trouble hearing that. Or you can record yourself, voice memo, and send it to phillieshotstove@gmail.com. Again, that's also down in the description section. So you can go down there and check it out. Or you could just email me or DM me or text the online number with a question you have. You don't necessarily have to do audio. You could just type a question and just say who you are, where you're texting from. It doesn't have to be where your precise locations. It could just be so from Sacramento, California. Just using that as an example, right? Just thought of a random place. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into this second video. Apologize, I would have made this video yesterday, but because of, Bros Media coming on, I pushed it back to today. So we're going to kick it off here with FW. That's all they said their name was. So let's take a look and hear what this person has to say.
Hi, this is FWA. Do you think that it's kind of time to consider the Braves as more of a threat than the Mets?
That's an excellent question, and I do consider the Braves to be more of a threat than the Mets. I do, and the Braves are getting hot. The Mets are really cooling off. I understand they swept out the Nationals, but the Braves scare me more. I mean, they have a more, in my opinion, more complete roster. I mean, think about this. I mean, Acuna's hurt. I mean, Osuna, so he did. I mean, d'Arnaud was out for a while. Now he's back. So, the Braves, in my opinion, just have a very, really complete roster. Freddie Freeman, now heating up. So, I definitely consider the Braves to be, more of a threat than the Mets. There's no question about that. You see they're gaining on the standings now, tied with the Phillies for first place. So that's a very good question, and I think moving forward you're going to see that. I think it's going to continue to be a three-way race, but as of right now, I definitely consider the Braves to be more of a threat than the Mets. So now we're going to jump ahead here to this caller who's been on the show before, a friend of the pod, John, who came on, I believe, last December to debate me. Bryce Harper being overrated or not. So let's take a look at what he has to say.
Luke, hi, this is John from New Jersey. I really enjoy your program. I had two questions for you. One is, how do you see the Atlanta playing out in this race? I see them as probably the team to beat. I just want to know your opinion. Also, this is a more difficult question. We all talked about how bad the Phillies bullpen was the beginning of the year and throughout the middle of the year. Now with the additions that you have now, what's your assessment of the bullpen? Do you think we got enough forces out there to help get us to the playoffs? Thanks a lot, Luke. Keep up the good work. Bye.
I appreciate the kind words, John. So just to answer your two questions about the Braves, starting off, as I just talked about with the last caller that called in, the Braves do concern me more. I mean, they're getting hot. I do see them playing good baseball to finish out this year, assuming they stay healthy. And, of course, they've had their fair share of problems. I don't even say injuries, just problems, right? With Acuna and then Osuna, of course, that wasn't an injury. That was just him being just ridiculous, right? Just a weird thing that he did. He's rightfully so, not playing baseball. But I see them, playing good baseball to finish out the year, right? I mean, they're definitely, hitting better. They're just being more consistent. I don't see them slowing down at all. I see this continue to be a three-way race, but the Braves I consider to be more threat than the Mets. And as regards to the Phillies bullpen, you're right. It's been very, very solid, right? I mean, as of recently, right? I believe this call was, I think it was last Monday or Sunday. Yes, it was a little rough in that Dodgers series. And it wasn't great last night against the Reds. But prior to that, it's overall over the past, I'm going to say 3 weeks, it's been pretty solid. You can't say that it's not. Yes, the bullpen has stepped up, and I think one guy that's really impressed me is Archie Bradley. This is a guy who has just been great. He has just been great. So, turn around his season after, being injured, and, he comes back, and, he's just done so well. I've been so impressed with him, and, he's been a guy I've been really just happy with. So, awesome job with Archie Bradley. That's one guy I really like, and, we've had some more injuries too, with Connor Brogdon, that was out before. Another guy, that's going to be probably out for the rest of the year is Sam Coonrad, a guy we haven't seen in a while, and like I say, he's probably going to be done the rest of the year. So, this bullpen has had its fair share of injuries. I mean, and now Jose Alvarado too. So, Hector Neris is a guy also that's really taken on the new role well, man. He has been very, very good recently. So, this bullpen has definitely, past 3 weeks or so, has been, better. It's been better. It's better than it was, say early July. Remember how bad that was? Oh my goodness gracious, it was at last year's level. Jump into our final caller today. This does not mean, that, it's going to end this video. I still got to answer some other questions. But we're going to go back to Andrew from Georgia. So let's take a look at what he has to say.
Hey, this is Andrew, your favorite caller, of course, calling in from Jordan. I only got one thing to say. Why is Matt Moore starting today? That's literally it.
That's an excellent question, Andrew. And, that's a question that, I've been asking myself the whole week. And it's something I kind of forgot to talk about in the game recap. Why in the world are you starting this guy? This guy has terrible command. He doesn't even have good stuff. I mean, this guy is just flat out terrible. You can look at his numbers. No number that he has is impressive. No stat that he has is impressive. This guy is just flat out disastrous. This guy is just flat out disastrous. And the fact that this organization is content with keeping him in the starting rotation is alarming to me. It may not be alarming to some people. It's very alarming to me, and I know it's alarming to friend of the pod Phillies updates. I know that for a fact. This is just a bad decision. I don't even know. I don't even know. We elect to just pass on Cole Hamels, and we elect to keep Matt Moore in the nation. There's no way you can tell me, and I said this before, that going out Cole Hamels would be any worse than going out Matt Moore. There's no question about it. There's no question about it. How in the world could you say it'd be any worse? I don't even know. I don't know. This organization, I really want to outsmart this, Dave Dombrowski is. I really want to outsmart these guys. And Joe Girardi. Even Joe Girardi. Like, it just bothers me. It just bothers me. Matt Moore. I mean, Matt Moore. Matt Moore. Are you kidding me with that? I mean, this guy is just terrible. I mean, this is not, back in his all-star years. I mean, those days are over, right? I mean, this guy is just not good. I mean, that's the only word I got. He's just not good. I'm just sick of this. I'm tired of this. I'm not even going to call it an experiment. We all know what's going to happen. An experiment's something that you don't know what's going to happen. You're just going to try it out. We've already tried this out numerous times. And the fact that this organization just continues to just do it, I just don't understand. They know what's going to happen. It's just an automatic L. And as Landon Anderson was talking about last night, he's like, well, we got our line. Matt Moore and the bullpen tomorrow. That's what he said. Matt Moore and the bullpen tomorrow. Those are the words that Larry Anderson chose to use. So even he knows. So it's not good. I don't have any confidence going into today's game. I mean, the offense needs to be ready, and actually it's been ice cold. So, it was ice cold in the Dodger series. It was terrible last night. So I don't have any confidence. So that's how I feel about that. And there's no black and white, my feelings about that. There's just not. So then we're going to jump ahead to an anonymous Instagram user. They just continue to just remain anonymous, but they asked, do you think that Bryce Harper has a legit chance of winning the National League's Most Valuable Player Award? And I think a lot of it depends on what other guys do too. I mean, Fernando Tatis coming back and, him being in the running. Honestly, a lot of people falling off, right? Jacob deGrom was in the talks for a little while. Ronald Acuna Jr. definitely was pretty much a lock to make it as well. Now you got a lot of guys are, getting hurt. So, also depends what Harp does the rest of the year, right? I mean, he's still, at a really high level, right? Batting average, 297, OBP above 400, OPS is just, through the roof. So, he's having an MVP season. The RBIs, I mean, that's not all his fault, right? It's not all his fault. The home runs are starting to come down, now 21 on the year. Hopefully he can hit one out in this Red Series. I think he definitely has a legit chance to win this MVP award. There's no question about it. It'd be huge, to win one in Washington and come to the city of Philadelphia and also win one. I mean, that would just help his Hall of Fame resume even more. So I also want Soto, also a guy that, can definitely compete for that MVP award with Bryce. So it's very, very interesting. It's very interesting to see how it's all going to play out. I do think he has a legit chance to win the, National League's Most Valuable Player award. And there's not really a lot of bias there. There's not. I mean, honestly, if Jacob DeGrom was playing right now, if Ronald Acuna Jr. was still playing right now, and if Fernando Tatis was healthy and he didn't have that injury that he had, I would say probably not. But I definitely think there's a good chance if also Bryce could just keep up what he's doing. And the next question is, do you think, this is about Zach Wheeler now, do you think that he has a legit chance of winning the NL Cy Young? And my answer to that is yes. And it goes back to Jacob DeGrom again. Another guy that if he would have been playing right now, I would say there's no shot. But I think he definitely has a legit chance. And you saw the start he had last night. Everybody's going to have an off start. It's okay. And it's definitely annoying, but I mean, everybody's human. Everybody's going to have an off start. As regards to, guys like Walker Buehler, I think they're in the running too, so it's going to be very interesting to see how it all play out. But, Zach, we were talking about yesterday with Rhodes Media on this guy is just, he's got it all going on, right? With that fastball, he can mix in the off-speed too, and he's just good. There's just no question. He's just good. He's had himself a fantastic season, the strikeouts, and also get pitch to contact outs when he needs it, right? He's not all strikeouts all the time, so he has that versatility, on the mound. So I've been blown away by how good Zach Wheeler has been. So I definitely think he has a legit chance to win the NL Cy Young, and I can't wait to see that play out as well. And wouldn't that be something? And also, I think what the Phillies do is also going to depend on how the awards go, too, right? If you see the Phillies win the NL East, then I definitely think it's going to help Bryce Harper's chance to win the NL MVP. I definitely think that's going to help Zach Wheeler's chance to win the NL Cy Young. I definitely think it's going to play a factor, whether they're going to be named this award or not. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that also plays out. So I'd like to thank you guys for another great week of this. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't get out yesterday. Of course, I got other things going on. But second episode of the Phillies Hot Stove Hotline. Guests coming on Monday. Two guests, Oscar and Brett from the Pandemic Crew. And I'm doing something of Philly Sports Era, I believe, on Wednesday. Not really sure the details on that just yet. But like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to call in, you can call 267-225-3392. Again, 267-225-3392 in the description section too. So you can go find it down there and leave a voicemail about any Phillies topic. You can ask me a question, a discussion about a Phillies topic. State your name and where you're calling from. Doesn't have to be a exact, precise location. Or you can record yourself with a voice memo and email that voice memo to phillieshotstove@gmail.com. Or you can just type a question or a hot topic. You could text it to 267-225-3392, or you could DM me. You could email me the question or a hot topic. So that's how you could do it. So I'm really excited to continue to just ramp this up a little bit. So please do this. You have an opportunity to be on here. And then, so I can interact with you guys. So guys, since you watched this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Hot Stove, Instagram, TikTok, Instagram. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshotstove@gmail.com. So guys, thanks for watching. 4-5 the first pitch today, right? Oh boy, Matt Moore on the mound. Just get ready. Leave the exits, right? Oh boy, and can still on the mound for the rest. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk later. Let's go, Phils. I'll see you guys.